What's up, everybody? Welcome to Cash and Cocktails with your favorite girl, Imani, aka Bartender Sandy. Y'all already know what it is. We coming live, honey, all the way live from Gainesville today to talk to you about making one of my favorite drinks and also using what you got. All right, today's topic is using what you got. We always think that we can't save money or make investments or improve our credit or start a new business because we don't have certain things that somebody else may have had or that you saw online or that you saw on social media. You don't have to always have everything that you think you need in order to put a stepping stone on the pathway to your goal, okay? So today, again, we're going to talk about using what you got. I'm using just some random stuff that I had here in my kitchen, okay? Because again, today's focus is using what you got. So I had a little bit of tequila left here. So I decided to do another margarita for you guys, okay? If you're not a huge sec fan, you can get some orange liqueur, especially if you have a higher quality tequila, Grand Marnier, any good orange liqueur will do. This is my favorite. Good stuff. All right, you're gonna need some sour mix of some kind. I'm gonna make my own. That's why I got these nice lemon limes and an orange here. This is all that you need here to make sour mix, people, okay? You don't have to go to the store and buy a bottle of the sugary stuff. This is all you need. And of course, if you want to sweeten it, you can always add some sugar. My preference is to use raw honey or some kind of agave to sweeten. But yeah, take care of your body. Have a drink and still take care of your body, okay? So we're gonna use this to make sour mix. Got some cherries for garnish. I had a pineapple here that I need to use pretty soon before it's not pretty anymore. If you don't have a pineapple, use canned pineapple. Pineapples, if you don't have any pineapples at all, use what you got, okay? You got peaches. If you got some little fruit stuff you might have for the kids, anything you have that's fruity will work, okay? Because it's tequila, nothing goes wrong with tequila. All right, finally, just an empty bottle to put my sour mix in once I finish squeezing it. And today I'm going to actually sweeten with this cream of coconut Real. Not a huge Real fan, but I do like this coconut one. It's not super potent. It makes a really good sweetener with rum drinks, especially, and with stuff that I mix with pineapple. Coconut and pineapple go great together. And then this is just pineapple juice. So now that we got all our ingredients together, I'm gonna prep this stuff and we're gonna get this party started. All right, y'all, I'm back with all the prepped ingredients. We're ready to get started. Remember, we are simply using what we got, okay? So I went ahead and garnished my glass. Shout out to Fat Tuesdays for this giant glass. Just using what I got, so I'm using it. Okay, I'm not going to use a Boston shaker today because I'm just showing y'all how to use what you got. If you want an at-home shaker, you just need 2 glasses that fit into each other. So this is like a big wine glass. It's going to fit in the top of my Minnie Mouse glass. And when we're ready to shake, we'll shake, okay? Again, we're using tequila, a little bit of sec, and pineapple juice. This is raw pineapple juice. You can use any pineapple juice you want. Just pay attention to how sweet it is, because if you're going to add sweetener or use water, again, just depends on what you use, how sweet it is. Keep an eye on that. We're going to use cocoa cream Real to sweeten today. I'm not going to use simple syrup, and I don't have any sweetener in my sour mix. And again, this is homemade sour mix, just using what I had, lemons, lime, and a half of orange, okay? So let's get this thing started. As always, I'm going to use fresh fruit. So I got some pineapple in there, smushed up. The correct bar terminology would be muddled. If you don't have a muddler, that's perfectly fine. Smush it up with whatever you got. Hand mixer, anything. Take your fruit, give it a nice crush, or chop it real fine if you want to. Perfect, okay? Gonna add some pineapple juice, about a cup's worth. Doesn't look like much, but it's about a cup's worth, okay? This is sour mix. We're gonna do an 8-second pour. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That should give us roughly 4 ounces of sour mix. And then sweetener. I can get it open. 4 a second, maybe even a 3. That was a quick 4. This stuff is super sweet, super concentrated, so you don't need a lot. You don't want a lot. It'll give you a stomachache, okay? If you are going to sweeten with something else, you can use simple syrup from the store, or you can make your own just using boiling water and sugar. Give it a little mix. It'll turn into simple syrup. Very real simple, guys. All right. Over the ice, we're going to do a quick shot of sec. Super quick. Triple sec tastes terrible if you put too much, guys. So just a little bit. If you're using a better orange liqueur, you can use a little bit more. I got a nice shot of fresh orange in my sour mix. So a hint of triple sec is all we need. Okay? And a nice 4-second pour of tequila. Yum. I know y'all said that was more than 4 seconds. Y'all know how I pour. Okay? So usually I would pour my tequila in sec before the ice. But for preparation purposes, I went ahead and put the ice in here just to show you guys how to use what you got, right? Okay? So we're simply going to pour the juice mixture over the ice best as you can. Got everything in there. Now you're ready to shake. Because I have the raw fruit in there, I gave it a 30-second shake. It's just to break that fruit down a little bit better. I don't really like to shake a lot because it kind of takes away from the quality of your liquor. So depending on what you're using, just be mindful, you know. You don't want to waste the good stuff. All right. And finally, since we are using what we got, we're at home, we don't have a strainer. There's another reason why I preset the cup so that you can strain out the ice without really needing a strainer. It'll kind of do it on its own because it's just not enough space. Sorry for the spillage. Nice pineapple going on in there. All right. So what we're gonna do, just spread those chunks out just a bit. Because this cup is so big, I kind of want the chunks to float around. And then finally just top with some pineapple. And give it a nice float of tequila. Putting the pineapple on top is going to give it a nice ombre color. If you really want to jazz it up, you can add some grenadine. Always pour your grenadine on the side unless you want it going everywhere in your drink. If you kind of want it to just go to the bottom like a sunrise, pour it down the side. It'll make its way. Alright guys, I had to go grab a straw. Still not quite big enough, but it'll work. Perfection. Alright, so let's talk about using what you got. All of us have some set of resources, whether they be big, whether they be small. We all have a set of resources, whether it's your job, your church, a program or a club that you're a part of, your friends, your family, your co-workers. You have a unit of some kind. Maybe you just own like pets. That's still part of your unit, okay? It's still part potentially of what you can leverage, okay? So a lot of times I hear online and through clients that people want to do things, but they're not doing it because they don't have what somebody else says that they should have. Or they took a course and the course says they need 10 different things and they only have 5 of those things. Okay, ignore all of that. Ignore it right now. Just decide right now you're going to ignore that, because you can always do something to make a pathway forward towards your goals, okay? Credit is the number one thing that I try to explain to people all the time about not waiting and letting years and years and years and years go by, not doing anything with your credit, okay? If you have a bad credit card, if you had a repossession, if you have student loan debt, if you've had something hindering your credit and you're not doing anything about it, just allowing it to sit there and fester is not going to help your situation. It's also not going to help your situation when you get a lump sum of money or your tax refund or something to decide that you want to spend $400 or $500 to fix your credit and it's going to be a one-time shot. It doesn't work like that either, okay, guys? There are programs now you can literally spend $2, $5, $10 a month to build your credit, get yourself into a credit card that you can use for the things that you need, like renting a car, like getting hotel rooms, like booking airline tickets, things of that nature. Like sometimes you put yourself in a sticky situation because you only have a debit card, or you only have prepaid cards. So now you're either spending more money on deposits, you're spending more money to get things that you could easily get if you simply had a different card, okay? So today I'm going to do you guys all a favor. I'm going to drop some links in the comments for tons of credit programs that you can sign up for right now today. Some of them as little as $0. Many of them will give you credit for things that you pay for literally every day, like Netflix, like PlayStation memberships, like Xbox memberships, like your car insurance, like your T-Mobile bill, like your Verizon bill. These things count towards, some of these things count towards your credit only if you do something wrong, right? Only if you don't pay the accounts on time, only if you pay the accounts late, but they're not giving you credit for the things that you're doing right? So all of these banks are starting to create these programs to allow you to leverage the money that you have using what you got to build your credit score, okay? So you don't have to come to me. You don't have to come to a lot of other credit specialists to necessarily repair your credit. We will help you get removals of things that are hindering you in a collections process, or some late payments that are hindering you from getting an approval on some things. But that is not going to make up the majority of your credit. That's not the 65% of your credit that I'm always preaching to you guys about, revolving credit and making on-time payments on that revolving credit, okay? You can do that by simply using what you have. Do you have a bank account? Do you get direct deposit at that bank account? Well, then you need to go to that bank and get a secured credit card. So every time you get paid, you put that money on that secured credit card. Use it the same way you're going to use your paycheck anyway. Buy gas, buy groceries, buy things for the kids. Whatever you normally do with your paycheck, you can still do it on a secure card. But now you're upping your score anywhere from 80 points to 150 points by simply using a credit card and making a payment on time. Your payments are going to be on time if you're getting direct deposit. Using what you got to invest, micro investing, super easy, super simple. Again, there's so many freaking programs out there to do this now. It's crazy. Stash, highly recommend. Stash is super cool. It gives you all kinds of ways to save and invest in a large margin. I'm talking about from pennies to millions, like whatever fits your wallet, whatever floats your boat, I promise you they have it. In addition to that, when you use your Stash card at various businesses, then it automatically invests in those businesses for you. Like if you go to McDonald's and buy a Happy Meal, it'll throw a couple of cents in McDonald's stock. So all of these places that you're already patronizing, that you're already spending your money at, let's just put it in the right place. Let's just use what we got, okay? Cash App, and I think I know Cash App does, and I'd want to say Venmo, but I could be wrong. I'm going to drop some links for you guys. But long story short, they'll take your change. Like if your total is $19.50 and you swipe your Cash App card, it'll round it up to 20 and take the 50 cents and invest it for you. It's called roundups. Super simple. Easy. You put a few dollars there. At the end of the year, you might have made a few gains. You can use that for Christmas money. You can use that to invest in your business. You might be able to use that to maybe purchase that EIN and LLC that you've been waiting to do. I'm not trying to make you a millionaire, guys, but you have to start somewhere, okay? You're never going to get to $1 million if you don't have 1,000. You'll never get to $1 billion if you've never seen 100,000, okay? So using what you have right now is going to put you where you want to be on that track in 5 to 10 years. All of us, me included, we all kind of have this weird like, oh, I'm just going to keep working, thug it out, something will happen, something will happen. It's only going to happen if you make it happen, okay? And that's why you have to use what you have to leverage the things that you have so that you can get what you want, okay? Save as little as you can, but save something, okay? Invest a little, but invest something. Invest in a friend or a family member, somebody who has a successful business. I've been in business for years, and I have a lot of close friends that have invested in my businesses, not thousands of dollars, not tons and tons of money. It might be 100 here, 200 there, whatever. Pay a software fee, whatever. That's a sound investment. They get a quarterly return on those investments. Take care of the people who are around you, because that's your best marketing. For them to go and tell somebody, hey, such and such did my taxes, such and such fixed my credit, such and such catered my wedding, such and such did the balloons for my son's birthday. Every time that you serve a client positively, that's going to gain you 10 more clients. Every time you serve a client negatively, you're going to lose 100 clients, okay? All you got to do is remember to use what you have, and when life gives you lemons, honey, make sour mix. All right, y'all, I'll holler. If you have any questions, inbox me. Check the links below. Have a great day. My birthday's next week. Libras, turn up. Let's go. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Cash and Cocktails with your favorite girl, Imani, aka Bartender Sandy. Y'all already know what it is. We coming live, honey, all the way live from Gainesville today to talk to you about making one of my favorite drinks and also using what you got. All right, today's topic is using what you got. We always think that we can't save money or make investments or improve our credit or start a new business because we don't have certain things that somebody else may have had or that you saw online or that you saw on social media. You don't have to always have everything that you think you need in order to put a stepping stone on the pathway to your goal, okay? So today, again, we're going to talk about using what you got. I'm using just some random stuff that I had here in my kitchen, okay? Because again, today's focus is using what you got. So I had a little bit of tequila left here, so I decided to do another margarita for you guys, okay?